Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara, or Lara Likes Mascara. I hope you are all well today. I started out this video thinking that it would be talking a lot more about like my no-buy and my low-buy and giving tips about that, and it is to some extent. I talk about my relationship with makeup, I talk about what new products I brought into my collection if I'm sticking to my low-buy and if I plan to do that, but I also think I just open up a more general conversation about my relationship to makeup as affected or impacted by social media and, the whole sort of sphere of the YouTube beauty community, TikTok and Instagram, and the way that they make you feel like you need to buy new products, or not even necessarily buy new products, but the way that they make you feel about yourself and your appearance, your self-image, and all that. I mean, this is a huge conversation. I think I just barely scratched the surface, but I got a little personal about my self-image, and I would love to hear your guys' opinions on that. I also try some new products. I've got new cloud paint from Glossier and some other stuff. So it's more of like a chatty get ready with me, and also ranting about the beauty community in a way. So I hope you enjoy. I'd also love to hear if you enjoy this kind of video. It's more like sit down talking through some issues that I've been grappling with and I think that are impacting young women in general. It's a little bit different than I've done before, but yeah, let's get into it. Hello, here we are. As you can tell, this is me. Fresh-faced, bare-faced, whatever you want to say. I don't have sunscreen on yet. I'm just waiting for my moisturizer to sink in, but I really want to take out my bathrobe belt curls. I've really had a journey with them, I feel, but now I feel like I'm understanding better how to make them look good, because a lot of the time when I do them, it doesn't look like I've curled my hair. It look like it's curly, but it's not like curly in a good way. So I found that the best thing to do is to, as soon as I wake up, take them out, sort of brush them out, let them have time to sit and whatnot. And it's actually better if I only put them in for a few hours. Of course, because I just woke up a bit ago, I had to sleep with them in. I wasn't gonna like wake up at 4 a.m. to put them in. But anyways, I'm gonna take these out and then I'm gonna eat breakfast. And then I'm gonna come back and hopefully by then they will have calmed down a bit and look like better curls, not like little Bo Peep type curls, you know what I mean? Which is what they look like as soon as they come out. I do find that if I put them in like a ponytail, then it's fine. You can't tell that they're not like nice curls. So it kind of just depends on what my hair plans are for the day. All right, so this is what they look like when they first come out. Not great, obviously. Usually I comb them through quite a bit, use some kind of like leave-in spray or oil to settle them down. But yeah, that's my big voluminous bathrobe belt curls look. I also want to give you a close look at my skin, because I'm going to be talking about it a lot in this video, talking about just general like skincare, my thoughts around the skincare industry, and like kind of how influencers have made me feel about my skin. Yeah, so that's what we're looking like today. It's actually, I have a good skin day right now. My skin is actually looking very good. I'm not having any breakouts, a little tiny one there and there. But yeah, my skin's looking good. So I'll catch you back here once my hair has calmed down. All right, I'm back. I had breakfast. It's sunnier now, so that's great. I will get into the chatting, talking about how my low-buy/no-buy is going. And I did a poll yesterday asking what you guys wanted to see in terms of a sit-down video like this. I thought that I would solicit questions and then answer those, but you guys did not want me to answer questions according to the poll. You just wanted me to rant about beauty, which I'm happy to do. I have a lot of things to discuss in mind. I'm also obviously, I thought I'd do it differently. So I'm going to be doing my makeup while ranting, chatting, talking about no-buy tips, hopefully. So yeah, let's just get into it. I know that all beauty gurus, when they're getting ready, they use these little hair clips. I got these from Buns, and the person couldn't find the matching set, so she just like gave me a different one, but it looks ridiculous when I use them. Like, no, that's backwards. I've honestly never used these, because that one's okay, right? But this one, that ain't a good look. I also feel like even if I had two of these, I don't understand how that's different than just putting my hair behind my ears. should I do the rest of the video like this? I don't think I can take myself seriously. So, yeah, let's just put an elastic in, and that'll serve my purposes better. The hair is also still like way too curly. All right. Still not a great look, but yeah, let's get into the makeup. I have so much to discuss, and I'm also going to be trying out some new products. I only have 2 new things, so, you know, I don't buy a ton of makeup. I have stuck to my low buy. I will let you know that. One of the 2 products that I'm going to be trying today for the first time, I got in 2022 actually, and I did talk about that. It's a lip liner. This one from NYX in Soft Spoken. And then I got this Glossier Cloud Paint, which I actually talked about this in my like goals for 2023 video. I said that I wanted one, so I did get it. So I'm gonna be trying that out today. I am so excited. Yeah, I feel like this would look good with like a natural makeup look, maybe a little bit of concealer, some mascara, and then some of this. But I have a kind of intense eye look planned, so I don't know how that's gonna go with this. Also with like seeing my grandmother's gonna be like, what? What's up with your eyeshadow? But it's fine. It's fine. I'm used to my family like commenting on makeup and being like, why are you wearing that much? My family is not into makeup whatsoever. Anyways, let's talk about stuff. I use the term bad skin a lot, and I wish that I hadn't used that because that's sort of putting like morals onto skin, and that's really not accurate and not what I want to convey at all. I'm talking about acne prone skin. So please, anytime that I say bad skin, disregard that. I'm just not really comfortable with using that kind of terminology. What I mean is acne prone. Okay, so first of all, I've noticed, let me show you my skin again. I guess I'll start by talking about that while I have a bare face. Yeah, I don't think that I have like bad skin generally. I think it's just who I have been comparing myself to. So I'm using this from my Project Pan. This is the Becca Primer. I have been following a lot of influencers recently. Like I always, you know, followed some influencers. I'm not the kind of person who only follows my friends, but probably partially because of YouTube, I've been getting more into, you know, following along with the lives of people who do this for a living. And I think that that has made me more self-conscious because I compare myself in some ways to them. So I don't have flawless skin. I get the occasional breakout, but more the issue is like scarring, I think. Like, I just have, can you see there especially? I just have spots that like don't go away. Like that's how my skin is. None of this is active. And I know that the best ways to get rid of that is like probably a skin prescription. So I did get prescribed something. I don't know if I want to go on it just because it's a long curve to, you know, getting it to work. Like it might be several months. And I don't know if I want to go through all that skin purging. So that's one thing. The other thing is people have said things like chemical peels and like laser treatments is the best thing to do to get rid of scarring and to actually like fix your underlying skin problems, like if you don't have active breakouts. But I looked into that very briefly, and one single laser treatment is like $600 minimum. Sorry, I'm using this Dream BB Pure Beauty Balm from Maybelline. This was decluttered to me from Shauna. I used to use it with a brush, but I'm using it now with my fingers just to minimize any chance of like breaking out, because I have been suspicious that one of my products is making me break out. But I don't think this is very old, so it's likely not this. More likely it's from just overusing my brush and not washing it enough. Anyways, one laser treatment, $600, and you know, one is not going to be enough. So let's see, 4 treatments, 10 treatments, whatever. Then we're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars. And at this point in my life, even if I knew for sure that it would like fix all of my skin problems and I would have flawless skin after that, I cannot justify spending thousands and thousands of dollars on my skin when I'm a student. Like, I'm not making money. And I'm going to be a student for the next few years. I'm not slated to be done my PhD until the summer of 2025, just so you guys have, you know, an idea of the timeline. So I like that because it's like a very natural base. I think when I do get a new foundation, I will get a light one. I'm thinking about the LYS one, or maybe Fenty Eavesdrops, I think they're called. Something light like that. And then I'm just using this ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. I should ask Shauna how long she's had this because, well, with every single product in my routine, I'm like, is this breaking me out? Is this breaking me out? But I honestly think it's just like my skin goes in cycles. I don't know if it's really brought on by anything. And I have been liking blending my concealer in with a brush rather than just with my fingers. I tend to use my fingers more than anything else in my routine. Just so you know, I haven't actually done any kind of a makeup get ready with me in a long time. So yeah, I have a lot of different techniques I think that I use now. Anyways, so yeah, I would love to someday go through like intensive treatments for my skin just to fix the underlying issues. So that way, even if I have the occasional breakout, you know, I know that it's just temporary, but at this point, that's not going to happen for the next few years. And yeah, seeing people with flawless skin is just annoying, to be honest. Especially when we were in that phase of like the natural makeup look or like the clean look, when some women can literally just like not wear any makeup or wear like mascara and blush and be good. They don't need any face products. And it's like, that is not what a lot of the rest of us are dealing with. But I have been wearing more natural makeup lately, or no makeup. Part of it is because I have been breaking out. I need to include some pictures or something because you guys are like, what are you talking about? Like, you're not breaking out. Your skin does not look like it's having active breakouts. But I was. So I was breaking out, so I wasn't wearing makeup as much, and I also like didn't have as many social activities for a lot of January and February, so I would just not wear makeup during the week. I'm also a student. I work from home. So unless I have meetings, I don't see a ton of people during the day. Just gonna give my lashes another curl. And that was kind of not so exciting because I love putting on makeup. It's a lot of fun for me, and I wasn't getting as much use out of my Project Pan items, obviously. I wasn't getting to experiment as much. So as much as I would like to put makeup on more often, I think I'll just have to take advantage of the times when I am putting my makeup on, or like use eye makeup but not skin products. I did that at one point this week because I do have a lot of like eyeshadows and stuff that I'm trying to use up, but when I don't want to wear skin products. I hope I'm explaining this well. It is so hard to do get ready with me's while filming. I feel like I'm doing this, I mean, I am doing this for an audience, but like, this is the Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer. Anyways, lost my train of thought once again. But yeah, I should just use the products that I want to use, even if it looks bizarre. If I don't have meetings, I'm not seeing anyone, it's fine. It's not a big deal if I've got an intense eye makeup look on and no skin products on. It's fine. So I'm going to try to do that more, even just to experiment, because for me, experimentation happens the most on the eyes with my eye makeup looks. I've also weirdly been into cream bronzer, and now I want another cream bronzer. I never do my makeup in natural light because I always do it in the bathroom. I just simply don't have enough space here to do my makeup. Like, I'm making it work today, but it's hard. So it's different. It's different. All right, I think that's enough talk about my skin. I'm not really looking for advice. I mean, if you've tried Tattoo Pump, which is what I was prescribed, I'm interested to hear your thoughts, but I'm not interested in you being like, oh, just buy all new makeup and then it'll be better because, you know, your products are what's breaking you out. That's not really very helpful to me. Sorry. Okay, what step shall we do next? I kind of want to try the blush, so I think I'm going to do it. This is the Glossier Cloud Paint in Spark. I am so excited about it. Let's prime my eyes first, actually. I tried a different color of this from Shauna in September, and I was like, ooh, I love this. That is a product that I want to own. There's this app called Carrot, which is kind of like Facebook Marketplace, but it's really only for people in your area. Like, you can buy products from people in your area. So I was just scrolling, looking for things that I wanted, typed in Cloud Paint, and wouldn't you know it, someone had listed it for only $10. It's brand new. She's only had it for a couple months. It's still got the like seal on and everything. I'll show you in case you don't believe me. Some people have left comments like, oh, stop buying secondhand makeup. It's not safe. This is literally brand new. No one has ever touched it. It's perfectly fine. Okay, let's give it a whirl. Shauna wanted me to do a reel like reacting to using this, but you're just gonna have to be satisfied with me doing a YouTube video about it. I also posted about this on Instagram. Should I shake it? Is that a thing you do with cloud paint? I have some friends in real life who commented that they have this color and they love it. Wow, that is so incredibly bright. I'm gonna use this with my finger. Even that looks like way too much. What do you think? Let's blend it out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's like a lip color. Should I use this as a lip? No, I have a different lip product I want to use. Oh my god. I don't know how I'm going to use this much up. This actually looks like a lipstick I have. This looks like the Kiko lip product. Is that too much? Let's try it. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, it's blending out. I mean, it's very, very bright. Okay, first impression, this actually reminds me of a blush that I used to have, a cream blush from Sonia Kashuk that I didn't like. I decluttered it because I didn't like it. That's because that's not red. That's showing up as pink on my cheek. I mean, it's beautiful, but I wanted it to be red. Maybe if I just keep adding more layers, I'll have just like a red blush on my cheeks. Okay, another thing I wanted to talk about is kind of like the content that I make, because I find watching Chatty Get Ready With Me so fun. I love it when YouTubers talk about their actual lives. I mean, I love it when they talk about makeup, but I love it even more when I get to know them as people. So those are my favorite videos to watch, especially when they like answer questions. Those are the favorites. And I don't think that that's generally how people feel. I kind of want to put some of this on my eyelids because those kinds of videos don't get as good views. Chatty Get Ready With Me is like, I'm going to have to title this completely differently so that you guys will actually watch it, because y'all are fickle. You will not watch a Chatty Get Ready With Me. So sorry, I duped you into watching this, but that is what I had to do, because otherwise you would not have watched it. Anyways, my views have really been going down, and I was talking to Shauna about this yesterday, and it's the same for her. I thought that this was just a me problem, so I thought that I was doing something wrong. I did a couple of vlogs. I'm gonna do it. I'm putting it on my lids. I did a couple of vlogs when I went to Turkey with my partner back in November, and I thought that that is what set me on like this negative course, because after that my views just have not been the same. And all throughout December, which is usually when content creators do the best in terms of like views and earnings, my videos were doing terribly. So I thought that because I had done those videos, people didn't watch those videos, and so YouTube was recommending my videos to them less. But I think part of it is just like the algorithms changing. Shauna's videos are also not doing well. Okay, this is a beautiful formula. Looks super, super natural. And I like that I could like blend from my eyeshadow into my blush. I really like it when people do those kinds of looks. But this is pink. And I wanted red, so that is a bit disappointing. I'm definitely gonna have to play around with this. Maybe if I layer it on way more or mix it with something, I can make it red. But right now, I just look very pink to myself. And I have enough pink blushes. So that's kind of disappointing. Okay, I'm back. So anyways, as I was saying, I think I'm going to do eyeshadow next, but as I was saying, I think people just don't know what they want in terms of a YouTube video. And so when I do like polls or when I ask people like, what videos do you want to see? They don't necessarily know. Like, that's kind of my job to figure out what is helpful to my audience and what is not interesting. Yeah, like I'm always happy to hear questions, and like if you think of an interesting video that you would like me to cover, I'm happy to do that. But I think ultimately I just, like, that's my job. I need to figure out what my audience wants to see, and that's tough. So anyways, sorry for that little, like, rant about content. I just sometimes feel like I don't know what to do. I want to make sure that, you know, I'm always growing and that people want to watch my videos, but it's hard. Okay, so Rebecca Morgan did this video where she had, like, green, like very, very green on her lid, and then kind of like reddish orange in the crease. And I want to copy that because I have this eyeshadow that I am trying to pan. You guys, it's almost time for this to go. This is the ColourPop eyeshadow. It's really dried up. There's just one spot where I can get some color out, but for the most part, It's like virtually unusable. All right, we got some colors. So I'm just gonna pretend that I don't have that pink on there, and we're just gonna use the red instead. Yeah, so if there's stuff about like low buys, no buys you want to see, let me know. But like in some ways I feel like I've exhausted all my ideas. Like there's only so many no buy, low buy tips I can give. I don't know what else to talk about sometimes. And so that's why I've tried to do like more project pans or like more slightly outside the box things. This is a weird color story. Yeah, sometimes I'm just kind of feeling like I am floundering. What else did I want to talk about? Ooh, one thing that I didn't touch on when I was talking about like influencers making me feel bad and whatnot is the more like invasive side of skincare, which is, you know, like Botox, plastic surgery. I never thought about those things before probably this year. And I mean, I don't think I'd ever get any kind of plastic surgery, but I've just been like noticing things on my face that never occurred to me to think about before. Like I've noticed that my forehead, can you see that? I'm very like prone to wrinkles because of that. And so lately I've been thinking, is that a bad thing? And a lot of the people I watch have been talking about Botox, not even necessarily like how they're getting Botox, although, you know, basically all influencers do get Botox. I just don't think I realized that it was so pervasive. Okay, that is a gorgeous color coupling. But yeah, I'll just be following someone for a while and they'll be like, oh, out for my, you know, biannual, or what is it when it's like every 6 months, Botox appointment. I'm like, oh, so like everyone's getting it. I don't know. Not that it makes me feel like I should also be getting it, but it's made me feel like it's more acceptable. Like it's not weird to get Botox in your 20s, because I used to think that it was. I used to think that it was only something you did when you were older and you want to get rid of your wrinkles. But no, apparently it's something you do to prevent wrinkles. Not that baby Botox, I mean, is it even real? It's just Botox. Like it's not actually different. But I don't like my forehead wrinkles. I already know that. So I have been struggling with that a bit. Okay, I love this. The blush might not have been a hit, but this, putting these two colors together, Rebecca Morgan, thank you so much for this idea. That's gorgeous. I also have this mascara that is fairly new. I haven't shown it on camera, I don't think, so I'll wear it for you guys now. This is the Bad Gal Bang from Benefit. My friend Jay here on Instagram/YouTube passed this on to me. She hadn't used it. I will link her below. This is an amazing mascara. I usually don't like non-waterproof mascaras because they just fall, especially in winter. If you're outside, the perspiration is just going to make your lashes fall, and if you're wearing a mask. So I'm just going to put on like a very light coat and then put on waterproof mascara, because later today, like I don't want my lashes to fall, but it's so separating and it's so good in comparison to the other mascaras that I currently have in rotation that it's making me want to get rid of those mascaras. So yeah, this really made an impact on me. I'm not sure if I should do black liner or brown liner. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about like influencers and their beauty routines. I know I sort of fall into a weird spot because I am on the internet, but I have a very, very small audience, and I don't think you guys honestly care that much about, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to deny appearance is always a factor with anyone online, but I talk about no buys, and like that is why you guys come to me. You don't come to me for my beauty advice, or because I take stunning selfies, or because I'm always trying new makeup. When I have done videos where it's like entirely about trying new makeup, you guys don't watch them. You don't care about that. If I try to do a video like showing an eye makeup look or something, like if I made that the point of the video, you wouldn't watch it. So that's kind of nice, but at the same time, like I still feel like I am on the internet and I do care about my appearance way more than I used to, probably to a not very healthy degree. And I know you might say like, oh, well then just don't don't follow those people who make you feel that way. But like, I love following them. I love getting fashion tips and like hair inspiration, makeup inspiration from them. Like, to me, that is fun. I'm gonna put on some of my highlight. This is in my Project Pan. This is the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. That's what I've been thinking about recently. And I feel like I have pretty good self-esteem. So it's been, I mean, I'm not asking you guys for like compliments or something. Maybe you can relate to me and so it'll make you feel better. Like, who am I comparing myself to? That kind of thing. All right, we've got a lot of color going on. I think this will be all balanced out when I put some eyeliner on, but honestly, so far I am loving this look. But I had a lot more stuff that I wanted to talk about. So let's discuss that. I have done a couple of one-off videos where I talk about like one very specific thing. For example, like why I will not go back to buying makeup or like engaging in regular consumerism anymore, or why decluttering is a bad thing, why the beauty industry is toxic. I'm paraphrasing, but you know, like those types of videos where I just like tackle one thing. Those have done really well, and I think especially people like watching videos where you like bash certain things, or like watching a video where one person has like a slightly different take than everyone else. I love watching those as well. So if you like those kinds of videos, let me know. Obviously I need to brainstorm what I would talk about, but I think that those are fun. Like Shauna has done a couple where I'm like, damn, that is a good idea for a video. I cannot believe I didn't think of it myself. And now I'm just like, ugh, jealous. Man, so much of what I wanted to talk about today is just like influencer related and the internet. I didn't even realize how much of like a defining idea that was for the past couple months of my life. I think it's because I've been seeing my friends less than I was in the past. Like, it's not as social in general, I think, in the winter as it is in the summer, when you're like always going out and about and going to picnics and parties and parks and hangouts and walking a lot. So instead, apparently I've turned to obsessing over social media. And so because of that, I deleted Instagram. Not permanently, but this has been 2 weekends now where I've deleted it for 48 hours from like Friday night to Sunday night. And it's actually been great. It feels really good. Okay. Should I do a black liner? I don't want to do like a super precise line, so I think I'll do this Urban Decay liner, but I have been loving liquid liner lately. Another reason that I haven't been putting makeup on as much, I think, as I used to is just lack of time. Like, in the early days of the pandemic, I had a lot of time. I think we all had a lot more time. I'm gonna hold up the mirror because I can't do this unless the mirror is super close. But now I don't have as much time as I used to pre-COVID, and so what I could do is wake up earlier in the morning to do makeup. And I think once upon a time I would have done that because I just like have so much fun with makeup and I love it so much that it's worth the extra time in the morning. I wake up very early as it is because I work out before I start working, so it would be waking up like 6 or earlier to do that, and that's just a bit too early for me. But I used to do that in the early days of COVID. I would wake up really, really early so that I had enough time to do like a full face of makeup, and now I just can't be bothered. So I'm like, am I falling out of love with makeup? Am I not having as much fun as I used to with it? Is YouTube changing my relationship to makeup? Because before I used to think that YouTube did change my relationship to makeup, but for the better. And only for the better. But obviously there's going to be changes both ways, and even though it's mostly a positive change, maybe there's some negative changes too. I don't know. I do try to follow people who do like fun makeup looks to get inspiration to not just do like basic makeup all the time. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of the people who I follow, they're like very, very basic in what they wear and their like aesthetic and their like makeup and hair. And I don't want to be basic. Like, I want to do fun looks like this, but still look good. Anyways, I don't have like concluding thoughts to any of this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just kind of talking out loud because I haven't had anyone to discuss this with. I should probably just like have a phone call with Shauna and be like, this is what I'm thinking right now with my relationship to makeup, and I'm struggling, and I'm feeling not confident because people aren't watching my videos. Oh, this video is just me complaining. But I think it's clear that I no longer think just about my low buy. Like before, that was all I could think about, and so I didn't have all these other like worries, and now I'm all over the place. I need to get back to the place where I was just like in love with makeup and so happy to be in this community and not insecure. I don't know if I'll include all of this in the video. I do love this look. I need to make more time for just doing fun looks like this. I also sometimes feel like more swayed to buy products. Like, oh my god, I'm obsessed with the Charlotte Tilbury aesthetic. Who isn't, right? Like, their models are always gorgeous and the products just look so luxurious, but I didn't used to feel like maybe I want that. I was just like able to appreciate the aesthetic and not actually want it. But now it's like I'm coveting those products. I don't think I realized that like I was having all of these thoughts until I sat down and started talking about it. But I think my relationship to makeup has changed in the past couple months, and not necessarily for the better. Maybe it's because I'm not using it as much, and so I'm thinking about everything else that I could be using or that I could want. I'm just thinking about influencers a lot. I don't know why they're on my mind so much, but sometimes I'm just like, damn, like they have nice lives. Like it would be nice to be an influencer and to like go on brand trips and to, you know, have a really high income and get gifted products all the time and get tons of PR. But then I'm like, no, Lara, like you don't have those values. You simply could not sell products to people. Look at the blush. I don't know how they don't see that they're just glorified salespeople. I really don't. I think I need to take a break because I feel really worked up. I'm going to come back and finish off with my lips. I think the rest of my look is done. What do you guys think? It's very blushy, but I love the eye look. I might need a bit more liner. Okay, I'm back. I thought about my thoughts for a bit, but yeah, I feel like, first of all, these are extremely first world problems. I recognize that, but I think any woman, I'm just going to remove the packaging for this lip liner and Soft Spoken from NYX. I think any woman in the 21st century has to deal with self-image, being self-conscious, and the male gaze to some extent in the 21st century, and I'm just working through that because it's constant. We all live under this hetero patriarchy, under capitalism, and the point of companies is to make money, and so makeup companies are always going to be trying to, sell us products, and influencers are going to be trying to sell us products. So I just need to not give in. I guess I'm torn between like wanting nice things and knowing that is a steep slope and that it's okay to occasionally buy new things or accept PR. I don't need to become a full-on influencer. I am happy with what I am doing right now. I am happy with my audience. You guys are all amazing, and I love this little like conscious, okay, I'm gonna have to deal with this later, conscious consumerism community that we built. That was always my goal, not to go on brand trips or own Gucci bags. I actually very much dislike designer purses. I think they're so ugly. Okay, so let's finish off with this lip liner. This looks almost like a mauve color. Let me show you guys. But I have this same shade in like the liquid lipstick, and I love it. Switch to the side. So yeah, I think that deleting Instagram is going to be really healthy for me. I just need to spend less time on social media. Oh god, if I had TikTok, I've never had TikTok, but if I did, I think it'd be even worse. And I'd spend way more time on social media, and I just spend enough time as it is. I wish I could delete Instagram for longer. I'm just going to do my whole lips, like fill it all in. But 2 days a week is as much as I can bear, because I still want to keep up with people's lives, And I still want to share my own life. This is a much lighter shade than I expected. Let me swatch for you this and the liquid lipstick. So these are both in Soft Spoken. So the chunkier, the larger swatch is the liquid lipstick. So you can see they're slightly different colors. What would happen if I put the cloud paint on top of this? Probably nothing good. These colors do not match whatsoever. So maybe it actually would be good if I put some cloud paint on top. Why not? I said myself that I wanted to do more experimentation. I've actually stuck to all of the goals that I set out in my like beginning of the year makeup goals of the year. So that's great. It's just like I've thought about not following them. I've thought about buying new makeup a lot. That just like enhanced the color. It didn't change it. Because it's a bit pinkier now. All right. I think that's it. Was there anything else that I wanted to cover in this rant? Ooh, I'm thinking about changing my hair, like dyeing it dark. What do you guys think? Because I've always had blonde hair, but in like 2015, 2016, I started using Sun-In, which just like brings out kind of natural highlights. And I feel like it's starting to be more and more obvious that this is not necessarily a natural hair color, like that my hair color has changed, because it's very different than my root color. And I'm thinking that maybe I've always had very dark brows. So I'm thinking my eyes will maybe pop more if I have really dark hair, and I would be able to do different hairstyles because I have really, really greasy hair. And so I can't do a lot of hairstyles on like second or third day hair because it's just gross. But when you have darker hair, the oil isn't as obvious because your hair is just dark. Whereas if you have light hair and it's very oily, the entire color of your hair changes. It becomes like brown, whereas before it was blonde. So you can really tell when it's oily. So yeah, I've been thinking about going dark. What do you guys think? I love what Sarah Rose did recently. She dyed her hair red. I don't know if I would be able to do that without like bleaching it first, or if I could pull it off because I don't have like super, super light skin. I mean, I have light skin, but I'm not like a pale person. I get very tanned. So yeah, just been thinking about that. Yeah, I hope I talked enough about like my makeup low buy and no buy. Sorry, I had absolutely no tips, and I had a couple questions asked of me and I did not even in the slightest answer them, but I think I just needed to rant, you know, and do this chatty get ready with me. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you like the final look. I would have to change out the lip product, the color, but yeah, I a little disappointed in this. Obsessed with the eye look though. Love it. I hope my grandmother enjoys seeing it today. That is going to be it for this video. I am not going to be talking about a book that I have been reading lately, although I do have one that I really want to talk about, but I'll save it for another video because this is going to be a very long one. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking through all of my rants. Again, I'm not looking for like sympathy or anything, but I just want to hear your point of view insofar as, you know, aging in the time of social media and self-image, all that good stuff. So I'll talk to you next week.